This yoga class is in support of the Royal Canadian Navy Bike Ride 2020. Take a deep breath. Focus inwards. Prepare for yoga practice. Taking one hand and placing it on the ground as you rotate your neck to the front with intention to open up through side neck. Breathe. Finding balance. Lifting, opening up side body, flip the hand, bring it down halfway, small lift up, and then bring the arm around as if you're cradling a child. Same thing on the other side. Deep breath in, flip the hand, exhale out, flip the hand, lift, inhale, and exhale, that weight and the arm opening up through shoulder. And again, inhale, flip, exhale, flip, inhale, and exhale. Last time, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Making your way into child's pose. Grounding the pads of the hand, knees on outside of mat, big toes touching, pulling hips back over heels, surrender chest to mat, forehead to mat. Breathe. Placing the hands underneath the shoulders, taking some weight off of the forehead and rolling forehead on the mat, side to side, ear to ear. Coming forward into table with intention to move into down dog. Transitioning weight down the arms, up the spine, into hips. Relax your neck. Save the wrists. Pumping the heels out one at a time. Opening up through back body to extend your down dog. Finding center, now tipping hips side to side. Feel an opening through side body in the hip area. Keeping upper body weight centered and stable. Finding center. Lifting hips and heels, slowly lowering knees to mat. Coming forward, uncurl toes, coming back, flip hands up, curl fingers towards head, release the wrists. Up into down dog, creating a flow. Inhale, hips and heels. Exhale, lower knees to mat. Inhale, coming forward. Exhale, flip hands, fingertips to head. Release the wrists. And again, lifting the hips up and back. Hips and heels, lowering knees, coming forward, and exhale back. Curl fingertips, release the wrists. And again, push back, lengthen through back body, hips and heels. Inhale, exhale, knees. Inhale, forward, exhale, back. coming off of one side into a kneeling position. Watch your alignment. Stepping forward so that you can retain alignment while opening up through your hip flexor. Reaching up, pulling the shoulders down. Adding flow, we exhale as we draw elbows back. Inhale, coming up, and exhale, sink deeper into hip flexors. Inhale up, exhale, sink a little deeper. Inhale and exhale. Open up through chest if you're able, grabbing on, pulling shoulders away from ears. Chin is up to the sun. Safely coming down, find strong base of support. Turning the toes out, knee out, gently push on the inside of the knee, dropping hips to the ground. Hip opener. Option, come to toes, roll to side of foot. Drop the hip. Gently push on the inside of the other knee. Breathe. Coming back to center with intention to go up into three-legged dog. Preparing for hip opener. Bend the knee, open the knee, roll the hips open, keep the shoulders square, push the weight back. Modified three-legged dog. Hip opener. Find three-legged dog with intention to go forward into pigeon. Draw the knee into the chest, cross the knee, and gently, under control, coming into pigeon. Back leg is long and strong. Watch the connective tissue around the front knee. Modified pigeon. Back to center. Taking a block and putting it under the bent knee hip. Squaring those hips off to short side of mat. Looking back with intention to find the foot. Square the hips off. Square the shoulders off as best you can. Breathe. If this doesn't challenge your mobility, feel free to remove the yoga block and come all the way down to the mat in this position. Gently coming out of pigeon, three-legged dog, and lower. We're going to move back into that flow from down dog. Hips and heels, inhale. Exhale, bring knees to mat slowly. Inhale, coming forward, and exhale, flipping hands, pulling fingers to head. Let's come off the other side of the mat now. In a kneeling position, watch your knee-ankle alignment. Lean back, step that leg forward slightly so you can open up the other hip flexor while keeping alignment. Reaching up, looking up. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. As you exhale, come down, draw the elbows back, open up through the chest. Inhale. Exhale. Each time, get a little deeper into that hip flexor, a little lower. And open. Chin up. If you're able, grabbing hands, pulling the hands down the back. Open up through front of shoulders. Finding base of support with that long, strong arm, stacking joints. Moving the foot open, 45-degree angle, gently pressing on the inside of the knee and dropping the hips. Breathe. Option, toes, roll out, drop the hip, continue to gently press on the knee. Breathe. Coming back to center, intention to move into three-legged dog. Nice and strong, moving into hip opener. Bend the knee, open the knee, rotate the hips open, keep shoulders square, push weight back into hips. Breathe. Three-legged dog with intention to come into pigeon. Knees coming into chest, cross a leg over and gently come into pigeon. Extend the back leg, square the hips off. Taking the yoga block and again putting it under the hip of the bent leg. Readjust to ensure those hips are square to the short side of the mat. Look back, reach back, grabbing the foot and gently pulling on the foot, and the foot's gently pulling on the arm. Nice and tall. Release. And coming deeper if you need. Breathe. Letting go with intention to come into three-legged dog. Push back, body weight is up into the hips, out of the wrists. Slowly lower. Let's move into that flow one more time. Hips and heels, inhale. Exhale, lower knees. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, flip hands. Pull fingertips to head, circle the wrists. Let's make our way onto our backs. Grabbing the yoga block, keeping it close by as we're going to need it. Roll back under control, square the hips off. Lifting a leg, bending the knee, putting the ankle just above knee, push the knee away. Lifting the leg up while continuing to push the knee away, keeping the hips square. Opening up through the gluteus medius, or the hip of the leg that's on top. Option to make it deeper. Make sure the back of the head and the shoulders stay connected with the mat. Continuing to push on that knee and pull in behind the leg. Now, stacking knees, one on top of the other. Reach, grab just above the ankles, lift the legs, and then pull them apart. Feeling an even deeper stretch in the gluteus medius, or the hip area. Make sure the shoulders and the back of the head stay deeply connected with the mat. And release. Let's move to the other side. Bend the knee, flex the foot, ankles just on top of knee, push the knee away, pull the other leg in. Breathe. Engage the entire spine in the mat. Push the knee, pull from behind the leg. Hip opener. Let's stack the knees once again. Reach and grab just above the ankles, lift the legs, and then pull them apart. Keep the back of the head and the shoulders connected with the mat. Breathe. Finding your yoga block. Let's center the hips and place the yoga block between the knees, trailing down towards the feet. Rolling onto one side, stacking the shoulders, stacking the hands. Move the top hand a little further. Keep the knees where they are and try and put the shoulders squarely on the ground while dropping the knees away from body. Try to drop the knees away from body while putting weight underneath those shoulders. Beautiful side opening. Breathe. Let's move one leg at a time back to the center, square the hips off, and same thing on the other side. Block trails towards the feet, roll to the side, stack shoulders, stack hands. Move the top hand further and then open up. Keep the knees where they are and try to put that shoulder on the ground. Drop the knees away from body. Roll deeper into the twist. Breathe through side body. Fall deeper into the twist. Breathe. Coming back to center, one leg at a time. Hug those knees into the chest. Coming over to one side with intention to come up into cross-legged position to close the class. Nice and tall in your cross-legged seated position, palms face up. Breathe. Reflect on the class, reflect on how good you feel. Breathe. Deep breath in. Exhale, hands over heart center in prayer position. Namaste, peace.